Right now, we are shifting focus and bringing you all the latest details about the rain fury in Himachal Pradesh, because heavy rains continue to cause landslides and flash floods in Himachal Pradesh. Both Shimla and Mandi districts are witnessing their worst nature-made calamity. 51 deaths have been reported in last 48 hours and at least 283 people have sadly lost their lives since June 24. Now, the rescue operations are currently underway in all the affected areas with central teams, state teams and armed forces working together. Both the Army and Air Force are involved in rescue operations in Himachal Pradesh, and over 600 roads have been blocked in Himachal Pradesh due to these rains, including the key Shimla-Chandigarh highway. Now, Home Minister Amit Shah and Defence Minister Rajnath Singh have spoken to Chief Minister Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu and assured all aid.
Landslide which was reported from Shimla's Krishnanagar area has claimed 2 lives. This information has been given to us by the officers on ground who are working continuously to carry out rescue operations. And I'm coming to you in fact from that very site where those houses collapsed yesterday around 4 to 5 p.m. in the evening. All you can see around this very space is just destruction, debris and in fact the broken homes which actually collapsed during that very landslide. This is the debris of around 5 to 6 homes which actually collapsed on the evening of yesterday when in fact those places were actually emptied by the authorities, because earlier only they were fearing that there could be something like this, and that is the reason why this entire area was emptied by the authorities. Looking at the debris over here, looking at the kind of destruction which has been done due to this landslide is very humongous. You can see these entire homes of concrete. These are not, mind you, these are not wooden homes, or these are not makeshift shelters or homes. These are proper concrete homes which were washed away by, which was actually which were collapsed because of the landslide. You can see how the debris of those very homes has gone from that very top side to this very end, and you can see how cars have also been destroyed in this very case. You can see only here a car has fallen down off this very cliff, and in fact this is the story from Krishnanagar right now. In fact, a lot of lives being affected, and in fact the NDRF officials have confirmed to CNN News 18 that 2 lives have been lost in this case. ये हुआ, आप यहाँ कहीं आसपास थे या कहाँ थे आप?
हम यहाँ पर ही थे अपने घर पर, गाड़ी वगैरह लगा कर गए थे यहाँ से, क्योंकि परसों रात बारिश बहुत हुई थी, जिस कारण हम गाड़ियाँ वगैरह काट रोड वगैरह लगा कर घर चल गए थे अपने। इस कारण हम यहाँ ऊपर रहते हैं, रात दिन में आए, गाड़ी वगैरह का काम कराया था हमने, आके यहाँ लगाई गाड़ी, हम चल गए अपने घर को। मतलब हम 2-2:30 बजे घर पहुँच के सो गए थे, मतलब खाना वगैरह खा के थक गए थे, क्योंकि परसों भी 11 बजे आए थे हम यहाँ से रात को, क्योंकि लैंडस्लाइडिंग बहुत हो रही थी हर जगह। हम आए, हम खाना वगैरह खाकर सोए, मेरे फादर साहब आए, कहते यार वहाँ पेड़ गिर रहे हैं। तो मैं उठा देखा हमने, यहाँ पेड़ था एक, वो गिरा। उसके बाद एकदम ही लैंडस्लाइडिंग ऐसी हुई कि बस हर जगह धुआं हो गया जी। यहाँ कई रहते थे साथी वगैरह हमारे, जिसमें से 2, एक मैनेजर और एक भाई वगैरह दब गए हैं, जो रात रेस्क्यू कर लिए थे। हमारे भी ये सुनने में आया कि उनकी वो बेचारा भाई, इस जगह उसकी डेड बॉडी थी पड़ी हुई।
कहाँ पे डेड बॉडी थी? यहाँ से मिली है?
इस जगह उसकी भाई की लात निकली हुई थी।
अच्छा, मतलब बॉडी के अलग-अलग हिस्सों में शरीर मिला है?
मिला तो एक जगह, ये एक लड़के का सिर मिला है।
एक लड़के का सिर्फ सिर मिला है।
और जिस टाइम ये हादसा हुआ है ना, हम यहाँ ही थे, यहाँ स्पॉट पर थे हम जिस टाइम गिरा ये, तो हम सब आ गए थे नीचे देखने। यहाँ उसके बेचारे की डेड बॉडी थी, बाहर लात निकली हुई, तो किसी की हिम्मत नहीं हुई कि आगे जाकर देख ले। तभी हमारी पुलिसकर्मी वगैरह सब आ गए हमारी हेल्प करने, सब ने उन सबको वगैरह को यहाँ से हटाया। ये हमारी गाड़ियाँ वगैरह सब दब गई है।
Well, I have CNN News 18's Yash Goyal joining me live from Krishnanagar in Himachal Pradesh. Yash, I can see, I think there is a rescue operation currently underway right behind you. Could you give us all the details about that, because situation seems pretty grim there?
Well, first of all, I'm coming to you from the Shiv temple area, and in fact this is the summer hill, and in fact this was the epicenter of this entire tragedy which unfolded here in the summer capital of India, which is Shimla. And in fact, right now you can see in these visuals, first of all, I'll give you the glimpse of the level of destruction which was done yesterday, because this time around you can see how this entire area was actually washed away by the cloud burst, which happened just few meters away from this very space. You can see this entire area being washed away. In fact, kilometers, the speed of water was so high that it took away everything it had in its way. And in fact, on the other side here in the visuals, you can see the army personnel here on the ground working continuously to actually clear out this very space. The NDRF teams are here, the SDRF teams are here, and in fact, Jawans of the Indian Army and in fact officers of the Indian Army are continuously working, and in fact they're going pillar to post to actually make sure that this area be cleared in as soon as possible, because as of now what is happening here is that all traffic has been halted, everything has come to a standstill. In fact, till yesterday, the latest figures we have is that 11 bodies have been recovered from this very space, and in fact the officials were fearing that there were more dead bodies, because the kind of current water had, when the cloud had busted on the upper side or on the upper side of the hill, the speed of water was so high that it took everything it had in its way. You can see down there as well, where this entire under construction home was actually also ravaged because of these flash floods. This entire area down, starting from this very point till that very point, everything has been destroyed, and in fact the water engulfed everything in it. In fact, that was the home that is the only home which actually was saved during these flash floods. I'll also give you a visual from the upper side of this very hill. You can see this very slope used to be a road, in fact a railway track. This was a very old railway track, though a functional one. This was built in 1905, and in fact above that very railway track, if we go to the next road, if we go to the upper side of this hill, there's the Institute of Advanced Studies, from where this entire cloud burst originated. So this is the aftermath of that very flooding, flash flood, which was caused by the cloud burst. This is the aftermath of that entire situation. Right now the army teams are here on ground. They are continuously working. The NDRF teams are on ground. In fact, one of the biggest challenges for the officials on ground is that to clear out the trees. In fact, they are continuously using chainsaws to actually cut the trees in bits and pieces, because there are the trees, the entire trees, in fact you can imagine 25 feet long trees were actually came down with the water, destroying everything it had in its way. You can see this is the Shiv temple, which is now completely which is completely under mud, debris, and completely under the debris which actually floated from above to this very point. So this is a very daunting task for the army officials and the other officials who are here on ground to actually clear out this very space. Right now, when we spoke to the officers, and in fact when we spoke to the NDRF officials, they say that right now their main aim is to actually clear out this entire space, because if it starts raining, this could actually become yet another headache, because once it starts raining, the water will continue to recede from the upper areas to the lower catchment area. So if the water will once again start traveling down south from the upper hills, then once again a situation could actually arise over here, due to which something untoward could actually happen if rains happen once again. So right now the IMD has though said that the alert was issued, but right now we've been here on the ground from a couple of days, and I can tell you that it's hardly raining in Shimla, though Mandi is one area which remains to be worst affected because of the rains. Right now this is the aftermath with which the officials are here dealing, and as of now there are three main points where actually tragedy unfolded after the flash floods caused by the cloud burst. One is this Shiv temple area, which is the Summer Hill area. One happened yesterday in Krishnanagar, and the another one happened just 5 kilometers from here, which took life of 5 people. Back to you.
Well, Yash, since we told viewers that the death count stands at 283 since June 24, has that increased? Also, could you tell us more about the weather conditions currently, and if there is any alert that has been issued from IMD's side?
Well, Sakshi, the official number last which came from the CM himself was around 51 to 55, which he told us in the interview he gave us yesterday. And in fact, from yesterday till now, no new numbers have been given by the authorities. Yes, in this entire situation, around we can say that around 51 to 55 lives have been lost. And in fact, 2 more lives were lost yesterday in the Krishna Nagar incident. Talking about the weather condition, I can give you the glimpse of the hill as well from this very side. The weather largely stands clear. In fact, that is the monastery you're seeing on your screens from here. And in fact, the weather largely stands clear. And in fact, the IMD has also said that the yellow alert has been retracted by the IMD, though they continue to maintain that drizzles and light rains could actually continue for some time. And I just want to tell you one more thing, that this was the Shiv Mandir which was actually functional. The building you see right over there where a lot of people are standing, this was an under construction temple which the temple authorities was trying to make. And in fact, you can see one side of which was also completely destroyed. So, Sakshi, one very important thing to understand right now is that the situation is, yes, bettering with each passing moment, but still on the ground there has a lot of work which needs to be done. Because this is a hilly terrain where we are not talking about plains or something else. These terrains are very tough to work with. Just imagine the officials are also getting in JCBs over here. When we actually came to this very place, it's very hard even for the car to enter these very sublanes. And just imagine if these heavy machineries to be brought over here. And in fact, you cannot bring even...
Well, yes, I apologize to interrupt.